Fire is one of the most important tools for survival in the long dark. It keeps you warm, cooks your food, purifies your water, and even keeps predators at bay. But mastering fire mechanics and knowing how to use your resources efficiently can mean the difference between life and death. In this guide, we'll cover everything you need to know about starting fires, choosing the best fuel, and using them strategically to survive the harsh wilderness. So, let's get started. In the long dark, starting a fire requires specific materials, and each component plays a critical role in your success. To start a fire, you'll need 3 components. The first is an ignition source, like matches, a fire striker, or a magnifying lens to create a spark. The next is tinder, essential until you reach fire starting level 3. Common options include birch bark, cattail heads, or tinder plugs. Then you'll need fuel. Fuel determines how long your fire burns and how much warmth it provides. Its samples include sticks and firewood. Then you have a 4th optional component, Accelerant. Useful in emergencies, Accelerant significantly increases your success chances and reduces ignition time. You'll also need an appropriate place to start your fire. Fires can be started in a variety of locations depending on your situation. Like campfires. You can build them anywhere outdoors or in designated indoor areas, like caves. Fireboxes, found in stoves, fire barrels, and fireplaces. These are windproof and ideal for cooking or crafting. Forges, located at the Riken, the Old Spence family homestead, and other places around Great Bear. Caves. Fires can be placed at the entrance or deeper inside for warmth and safety. It's also important to know that Pilgrim and Voyager difficulties have a fire overcomes ambient temperature default, meaning any fire will warm you regardless of the temperature of your surroundings and the output temperature of your fire, whereas difficulties like Stalker and above don't have this setting, so the temperature of the fire needs to be warm enough to raise your feels-like temperature to over 1 degree Celsius. Next, let's go over how to start a fire. Step 1. Access the fire menu. On PC, hold the spacebar. On Xbox, LB, or PlayStation, L1. This will open your radio menu. From there, navigate to the campcraft section and select Fire. Step 2. Place your fire. Move your cursor or use your joystick to find a suitable spot for your fire. The game will guide you with visual cues. Green means you can place the fire, while red indicates an invalid location. For campfires, make sure the area is flat and preferably wind protected. Step 3. Select your materials. Choose your ignition source, tinder, and fuel. If you're in a hurry or the situation is dire, add Accelerant for quicker ignition and higher success chances. The menu will display the success chance and the expected burn time based on your selections. Step 4. Start the fire. Press the interact button to ignite the fire. This process takes 6 in-game minutes without Accelerant, or just 1 with Accelerant. If you're successful, your fire will light and you can start adding more fuel to extend its burn time and temperature. Step 5. Failure and retrying. If your fire starting attempts fails, you'll lose the tinder and Accelerant used, but the fuel remains intact. Reassess your materials and try again. If you're trying to start a fire in a stove, fire barrel, or so on, you can just interact with it and the fire starting menu will pop up, which is your left mouse button on PC, A on Xbox, or X on PlayStation. Now, let's talk about your success chance for starting a fire. Your chance of successfully starting a fire is determined by a combination of your fire starting skill level and the materials you use. Higher quality materials like cedar firewood or Firestriker improve your odds. The fire starting interface shows your exact success chance, displayed as a percentage. If the chance is too low, you can swap out materials to increase it. With practice, your fire starting skill improves, leading to higher success chances, longer burn times, and eventually eliminating the need for tinder. But what actually happens whenever you fail to start a fire? If your fire starting attempt fails, the consequences depend on the materials used. Tinder is consumed, Accelerant is also consumed if used, fuel is not lost, remaining available for the next attempt. For ignition sources, matches are consumed, but items like torches or Firestriker only lose condition. By understanding the basics of fire starting, you'll be able to maximize your chances of success and avoid wasting valuable resources. Practice frequently to increase your skill and improve your odds. Now that we've covered the basics, let's get into the deep dive, starting with ignition sources. Cardboard matches are lightweight and commonly found, but provide no bonus to fire starting success. Wood matches are slightly better than cardboard matches, offering a plus 5% fire starting bonus. Firestrikers are durable and adds a significant plus 15% success chance. Condition is reduced by 2% with every use, meaning a 100% Firestriker can be used 50 times before being unusable. The magnifying lens. This has unlimited uses but requires sunny conditions and adds a plus 5% fire starting bonus. Lit torches and flares. These are flexible options that can also serve as tools for other tasks, and each adds a plus 5% fire starting bonus. Lit torches also save you from blowing through your matches, as you can try to light a fire with it as many times as you want while only using one match. So you'll see experienced players first light a torch and then attempt to light the fire with the torch. Let's get into some Tinder talk. Tinder is required for all your fires until you reach fire starting level 3, where Tinder becomes optional. Here are your options. Birch bark. It's lightweight, renewable, and can be found on the ground around birch trees. Cattail heads. These are gathered from cattail plants near water sources. These are abundant in most regions. Next, we have tinder plugs, a versatile option that can be crafted by breaking down other materials like sticks, cardboard boxes, newsprint rolls, stacks of paper, or given when harvesting fallen tree limbs. And then we have cash, a rare but functional option if you're in desperate need of tinder. You can also use the assorted types of paper you find around as tinder. However, it's normally more beneficial to break these down into tinder plugs, as by themselves they just yield one use, versus breaking them down as you can get multiple tinder plugs. Next, let's get into the types of accelerants. There are 3 types of accelerants in the game. Basic accelerant, which is finite and can be found around the world. Using this accelerant will consume it. Lamp fuel, which is renewable and can be obtained from cooking fish. You will need 0.3 liters of lamp fuel before you can use it as accelerant. And last, we have gunpowder, which is also finite and can be found around the world. Using gunpowder as an accelerant will consume 0.1 kilograms of your gunpowder. Now, let's get into the types of fuel. Fuel is the backbone of any fire in the long dark. It determines how long your fire lasts and how much warmth it provides. Understanding the strengths and weaknesses of each type of fuel is crucial for managing your resources efficiently. So, let's go over all the fuel options. First, we have sticks. Sticks are the most plentiful and lightweight fuel source, making them ideal for quick tasks like boiling water or cooking small meals. However, their short burn time makes them inefficient for longer fires. Books are excellent for starting fires due to their high success bonus. They're best used for the initial ignition rather than sustaining a fire, but be careful not to burn the research books you intend to read. Reclaimed wood is common indoors and offers a decent burn time. It's less effective for starting fires due to its slight success penalty, but is a reliable mid-level fuel source. Cedar firewood strikes the balance between burn time and warmth, making it a solid choice for longer fires. Fir firewood provides a longer burn time and more warmth than cedar, but it doesn't offer any bonus to fire starting success. Fire logs are heavy but long-lasting, making them the best for stationary setups where weight isn't a concern. Coal is the most efficient fuel for warmth and duration. It's also essential for forging. However, it cannot be used to start a fire. It can only be added to an already burning fire. When choosing fuel, it's important to balance the burn time, warmth, and weight. Here's how the options compare. The most efficient for warmth is coal. Coal provides the highest warmth bonus at plus 20 degrees Celsius and is highly weight efficient, making it the top choice. The best for starting fires is books. Books offer a significant fire starting bonus of plus 35%, but are better for ignition than sustained burns. Lightweight but inefficient is sticks. Sticks are plentiful and easy to carry, but their short burn time makes them inefficient for extended fires. By understanding the properties of each type, you can tailor your fire building strategy to the situation, whether it's crafting, cooking, or surviving the bitter cold. Now let's talk about the types of fires. In the long dark, fires can be categorized into two main types: campfires and contained fires. Each has its own uses, benefits, and limitations depending on your survival needs and environment. Campfires are the most versatile type of fire and can be placed almost anywhere outdoors or in specific indoor locations like caves. However, campfires are vulnerable to the wind, which can drastically reduce their effectiveness or extinguish them entirely. When building a campfire, try to look for a wind-protected area indicated by the sheltered symbol. Positioning your campfire behind natural windbreaks such as rocks or snowdrifts can help extend its duration. Contained fires are found in pre-existing fireboxes like stoves, fireplaces, and fire barrels. These fires are completely windproof, making them an excellent choice for crafting, cooking, and staying warm indoors. Unlike campfires, contained fires are not affected by the wind, so they'll maintain their duration and temperature regardless of outdoor conditions. Here are some common types of contained fires. Fireplaces, found in houses like the Mountaineer's Hut and other structures around Great Bear. Wood stove, found in locations like Trapper's Homestead and Camp Office. These are compact and reliable for cooking and crafting. Potbelly stoves, common in fishing huts, perfect for quick warming and small tasks. Fire barrels, found in industrial locations like the Carter Hydro Dam and the Quonset Garage. Forges, located in places like the Riken or the Old Spence family homestead. Forges are necessary for crafting tools and can reach extremely high temperatures when using coal. Next, let's break down the mechanics of fire duration, embers, and unique bonuses for outdoor fires. Starting with fire duration. The duration of a fire is determined by the type and amount of fuel you use. Most fires can burn for up to 12 hours, which is the maximum time allowed. If you try to add fuel that would exceed this limit, the game won't let you. However, outdoor fires can sometimes last longer than this thanks to the outdoor fire bonus. When the temperature of the air around your fire is colder than -10 degrees Celsius, this bonus begins to apply, gradually extending the burn time as the temperature drops. The bonus caps at -30 degrees Celsius, at which point your fire will last up to twice as long as its listed duration. This makes outdoor fires particularly efficient in frigid conditions. Next, let's talk about the embers phase. When a fire's duration reaches 0, it doesn't immediately go out. Instead, it enters the embers phase, where it continues to produce heat for another 5 to 10 minutes. During this time, the fire is still hot enough to finish cooking food or boiling water, so keep an eye on your fire's status to take advantage of its lingering warmth. And yes, you can still add fuel during the embers stage to revive your fire. It's also worth noting that fires are used for more than just keeping warm. You can use them to cook and boil water, to get torches as a wolf deterrent, and for crafting fire-hardened arrows. Then once the fire has burned out, you can collect charcoal from them to use for mapping. And that should be everything you need to know about fires to get you started, and maybe even a bit beyond. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope this helps. Until next time.